You're listening to Forward Faster, bite-sized insights for entrepreneurs.
Hello and welcome to the Forward Faster podcast. This is Matt Foley. I am the Director of Startup Incubation here at NextCorps. And here with me today are the leaders of Sniffy Labs, Howard Shyng, who's the CEO, and Ting, who's the Vice President. Sniffy Labs recently launched something called the Sniffy app, which is helping dog owners with training their pets. Everything from obedience to house training to unwanted behavior correction, all at their own pace and based on the pet's performance. So we're going to hear about that today. We're going to hear their story and how they founded Sniffy Labs. Going back a bit here, where did the idea for Sniffy Labs first come from?
So Ting and I were RT classmates, and both of us are animal lovers. I have raised and rescued a stray cat whose nervous system had broken. It was really a hard time for me and my cat because I had to work and take care of him. It inspired me to develop something to facilitate the pet care and improve the relationships between humans and animals. So I invited Ting to do a side project with me. At the beginning, we noticed that lots of dog owners don't walk their dogs. We decided to make a dog walking app to motivate owners to walk their dogs more. We interviewed about 100 dog owners and went to a walk with them. We found that most dog owners don't use their phone while walking their dogs. So we realized that we were building something that no one will use it. However, we learned from those interviews that lots of dog owners, their dogs have behavior issues, but they don't have time and they have problems accessing professional training content. So we pivoted, formed Sniffy Labs, and started developing Sniffy.
Great. So it sounds like you pivoted based on the interviews. Is that right?
Yeah, because we learned from our interviewees. They told us that their dogs have behavior issues, but they don't have time to bring their dog to training class. Or even if they went to the training class, their dogs are not focusing on the trainers. They are very distracted, so they cannot learn well in the training class. So they end up tolerate those behavior issues.
So how far along were you in the business when you decided that, this whole dog walking thing isn't working out, we need to pivot? Was that a few months in, or was that a year in? How long did it take for you to get to that realization?
At the beginning, because we didn't have any experience with starting a business, we just want to do our side project. So it's like we brainstorm, and then we think that it's a useful product, and then we start building. And someone told us that you should interview your customers and see if this fit the market. So we started doing customer discovery, and it took us about half a year to do 100 customer discovery interviews.
So I know we have the benefit of hindsight now, but what do you wish you had done differently if you just restarted everything?
Yeah, I think we won't just start building the prototype and start building the product before we actually find the product market fit. Yeah. So we will start interviewing people at the beginning.
So did you have to scrap the first version of the app and start from scratch?
Yeah, because it's totally different apps. The first one is motivate dog owners to walk their dogs. But the second, now the Sniffy app is help dog owners train their dogs. So it's a big change. Yeah.
So I understand this is kind of a hot space right now, seeing different apps out there. So how does Sniffy differentiate itself versus some of the other apps that are trying to do something similar?
Okay, so I think first, unlike other apps, Sniffy designs daily training that is easy for users to follow and use. So every day, our users will be told what videos to watch and what skills to practice today. And Sniffy will also adjust their daily training based on what users have reflected on their dog's performance according to the previous day's training session. So it is set to adapt to your dog's learning curve and also help them really master a skill while still at the owner's own pace. And I think another differentiator is we have in-depth video tutorials which are informative, but we keep we keep it short enough because like other apps, they use articles, graphics, something like long videos or looped silent videos. But those are not the best form of teaching dog training based on our customer discovery. And our videos have enough information to get users to learn how to train their dogs. And they just don't need to read too many words, and they can see exactly how the training is done with the dog in the video. So I think, yeah, that's a big differentiator.
So it sounds like it's a combination of an easy user experience plus better content. Is that right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And also, I think in the future, I'd say our goal is to incorporate artificial intelligence into the app and make the training more like personalized to both the dog owner and the dogs.
Okay, so that's coming down the road using AI. Any other enhancements that you're looking at down the road?
Well, we will keep increasing our video library. I mean, we will still work with trainers and to provide more training videos. Yeah.
So when did the Sniffy app launch officially? I guess for listeners, is it accessible in the App Store right now?
Yeah, so for iOS user, it's available right now. You can download Sniffy app. You just type in Sniffy and you can see our app in App Store. But for Android user, I think it will take another 1 or 2 weeks.
And what has the reaction been so far? What are the users saying about the product now that it's launched?
Okay, so far for the official app on the Apple App Store, we have got almost like 100 dog owners signed up for Sniffy. But because the app was just launched, and also because dog training is a long process and it takes time to see the results. So here we cannot share too much information about our users, but I can definitely share what we have heard from our beta testers. So we had a closed beta testing last year, and we let 50 dog owners try the app for free, and after 3 weeks, decide whether they want to pay to continue using the app. And eventually we got 39 of them paid for the beta version of the app. So it is a 78% conversion rate. And some of them said that they saw their dogs were making progress with the app. And also some of them mentioned that they didn't know they were using wrong training methods to train their dog until they used Sniffy. And also they liked how easy it is. They can use Sniffy to arrange their dog training like at their own pace and also at home.
Great. So sounds like really positive feedback from the beta, which I guess you'd expect to also see post-launch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's an improved one. So I guess we could see more like positive comments from people.
And just for any entrepreneurs listening, how did you run that beta? How long did it take for you to run it? How'd you get that kind of feedback from your users while you were doing the beta?
I think it's a long process. It took us about a month to recruit like 50 dog owners. We sent out an email through RT Message Center to all the RT staff and students. And then we need to interview those people who are interested in participating in our beta. We need to see if their dogs need training and if they are our target customers. Yeah, and it took another 3 weeks for those users to try the app first. Then after 3 weeks, we interview them again to see their user experience and if they want to continue using the app and pay. So after another 1 or 2 months, we interview those beta testers who decided to pay and then see how we can improve the app. So I guess it took about half a year to finish the beta test. Yeah.
Do you have any advice? Make sure you talk to your customers as one of the first things you do after you start building. Is there any other advice you'd give to would-be entrepreneurs that's looking to launch an app? What would you tell them?
Yeah, I think the only advice from me is to be persistent. You will definitely encounter lots of difficulties and frustrations. It's important not to give up and to keep finding ways to solve those problems. take us as an example, we first wanted to build a dog walking app. After interviewing about 100 dog owners, we found that our idea is not feasible and we have to pivot. So it was very frustrating that time. Not to mention that we had been rejected by lots of investors and accelerators. Every time we were rejected, we learned something and improved. So be persistent and believe in yourself.
And also from my experience, I would say it is very important to move fast and build your MVP first. Then you can just start from some small features. You don't have to make it like a full developed product, but you can just show your MVP to as many potential customers as you can, so you can learn a lot from them, and you can iterate your products like many times, so you can make it like a much better product. So yeah.
So you've been here in the NextCorps incubator for a while now. Can you tell us about how you found out about NextCorps and how it's helped your business?
Yeah, okay. So I think the first time we heard about NextCorps was when we participated in an event called, I think it's called Pitch Night at NextCorps. And our friend Adi, actually, he helped us sign up for that event. And also because one of the pitch judges there was Jim Snell. So after the event, he invited us to join NextCorps. And that is how we know NextCorps at the beginning. And also talking about how NextCorps has helped us, the first thing I would say is the 25K innovation grant provided by RG&E and NextCorps. That helped us a lot. And also I want to thank Matt for helping us apply for it. And we are also so grateful to NextCorps for that grant. And with that grant, we were able to cover the cost for our early stage expense. And we were able to speed up and launch the app faster. And the second thing would be getting help and advice from you and Max. We met during the EIR office hours, and we also got advice from you and also made some connections through your introduction. So all of those were very helpful. Yeah. Great.
That's great to hear. So I guess looking forward, where do you want Sniffy Labs to go in the future, say in the next 3 to 5 years? What's the vision for the company?
Now we are focusing on our launch campaign and try to gain some users at this stage. We want to closely work with our customers and make our app better. So this is our short-term goal. Besides that, we will keep creating more training content and improve the quality of our videos. There are lots of training content we would like to offer in the future, such as breed-specific content, agility training, dogs' body language, and tricks. The more content we have, the more customized plans we can provide to dog owners. Yeah. So our midterm goal is to implement consultation feature. We have learned from our customer discovery that lots of owners want to consult a certified trainer when they have trouble during the training process. And we will contact trainer organizations and seek opportunities to partner with them to implement this feature. And our long-term goal is to leverage the power of AI to make dog training more personalized and customized. So we will keep looking for developers who are good at machine learning. Our mission is to help every dog become an adorable family member. Yeah.
Great. Well, Howard and Ting, thank you so much for joining us today. If you're looking for, as you heard today, an on-demand dog training solution, or if you're a certified dog trainer interested in joining the Sniffy Labs network, check them out. And if you want to check out the Forward Faster podcast, be sure to head to nextcorps.org, which is nextcorps.org/podcast, or go to the Spotify or iTunes libraries and search for NextCorps Forward Faster. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.